Hey monkeys, how you doing? Damien Keys here. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever used Facebook ads or Instagram ads to promote your band or your EP or your tour? Of course you have. But has it been successful? A lot of musicians aren't really happy with the results that they get from pay-per-click advertising because they're creatives, because they're musicians, because they make music for a living, because they aren't marketers. So how do you make a successful pay-per-click digital advertising campaign for your band? Say you wanted to sell an EP, say you wanted to sell tour tickets, or you just wanted to promote your band. How do you do this? So let me give you my top 10 tips specifically for bands to promote something using digital advertising. Tip number one, who are you advertising to and what is your demographic? Now there are billions of people that are using social media and I'm guessing you are going to be using small budgets, £5, £10, $50, $100. Either way, this is small change in comparison to the reach that you can get on Facebook. So you are going to be hitting a tiny, teeny amount of people. So your job is to make sure that that tiny, teeny amount of people are very, very specific to the people that you are trying to hit, your demographic. So therefore, you need to go into the back end of your Facebook, the back end of your Instagram, and start to look at the exact demographic, the age, the location, the hobbies, anything you can find out about these people who are engaging with your content. And don't forget, you've probably already built up a bit of an audience on Facebook or on Instagram. Now, these are the hottest leads that you've got. These are people that have seen or heard about you and gone, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm happy to hear more about you. So these people know about you and they're interested. So first and foremost, we need to target specifically the people that will or won't buy the thing that you want to buy. Tip number two, what is it that you are selling? Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be a financial sale. However, that does really help. It might be pushing someone across to watch something. It might be buying an EP. It might be buying tickets. But you need to decide on the one thing that you are selling. Because if you are a band and you're just saying, nah, just thought I'd put this in front of you and just say, check it out, you're not really going to get much from that. Your best bet is to say, this is what I need you to do and this is what we are selling. Now, if you do that, you can make a really clever advert to engage with people to get them to buy into or buy the thing that you want them to do. Tip number three, what is it you want the receiver to do? They've seen your advert. Now, what is it that you want them to do next? Is it go to Spotify and listen to your EP? Is it buy tickets from our website? Is it go and like our Facebook page? Whatever that message is, it needs to be really, really clear to someone who sees your advert. Once they've seen it, you've got their attention. What is it that you want them to do next? Tip number four, where are you going to advertise? Now, there's two parts to this. Number one, you need to go where your demographic is, but also it's about getting as much bang for your buck as possible. So I can tell you that if you're going to advertise on pay-per-click on Google, you're not going to get much for a $5. Whereas Spotify, which is pretty underpriced at the moment, is a good place to go. And it's more than just Instagram and Facebook because there's the feed, there's the story, there's carousels, there's long form video on YouTube, there's Google pay-per-click, there's banner ads, there's millions of things that you can do which are pretty simple to learn, but you need to decide where the audience is and more importantly, how to get the most bang for your buck as possible. Tip number five, deciding on the creative. Now the creative is the actual advert itself. What style of advert do you want? Do you want a picture? Do you want a video? Do you want a really short 10-second video that can go on Instagram stories? Now that, for me, if I was going to recommend something, is definitely something you should look into. Something where you can make a 10-second advert that gets all of the information across to your audience that you can put out on Instagram stories. It's pretty cheap in comparison to lots of other paid adverts, but you're going to get a lot of reach and probably the right demographic. But again, you've also got pictures, you've got long videos, short videos, pay-per-click on Google. It's up to you to decide on what is the creative that you are going to put out on which platform. Tip number six, the 20% text rule. Facebook do not like it when you've got text on your advert, so they restrict it to 20% of that picture. And if you use more than that, it will restrict your reach, meaning you'll get less bang for your buck and you won't be able to get as many people seeing your content because it will restrict it back. So do yourself a favor and put very little text in the actual advert and put the text down below. So when people click it, it's a clear action, but also underneath it, you still have a description on your Instagram or on your Facebook. That is where you put all of the information and keep the picture pretty free of text. Tip number 7, the call to action, something that gets missed off so often. They've seen your advert, you've got their attention, they know what to do next, but they need to be told to do that. It's not as simple as just saying, yeah, this is what you need to do next. If you want to go and do it, I'll just leave it over there. No. We've got to say to them, this is what you need to do now, i.e., go to the website and get this now, or buy your tickets now. Give them that really clear call to action on every single advert that you do. Tip number 8, this one's a big one, the process. What is the landing page? Where are you sending them? They've seen your advert, they're going to click somewhere. Where is it going to take them? Now this needs to be really, really clear. They've clicked it, they want the next thing to be a very simple process. Click here and buy a ticket. Click there, pops up, buy a ticket here. Simple, nice transaction, nice and easy. If it is, click on our website and go and buy tickets. So they click on the website, it takes them to the website, and then they're looking through your website going, where do I buy tickets? Where do I buy tickets? Guaranteed, they're not going to take very long before they're away from your website and you've lost a sale. So you need to make this process very, very simple. We've got what is it that you need them to do. Now you've asked them to go and do it. When they click the button, it's got to be really, really simple. They click it and go, nice and simple, click, done, transaction over. That bit is so crucial. So think about your landing page. Are you sending them to iTunes? Are you sending them to Spotify? Are you sending them to your website? If so, are you sending them to a specific page on your website? This landing page or this bit that you're sending them to is absolutely fundamental that you get this to be as simple a process as possible. Tip number 9, what's the opportunity? Now the average person will see up to 5,000 adverts every single day. That's a crazy amount of adverts and we switch most of this shit off. So your job is to cut through the noise. And if you're gonna cut through the noise and get people to pay attention, it has to be more than just advert, there's the payoff. It's gotta have some kind of opportunity. And whether that's some kind of free giveaway or 20% off or put your name into the hat to win the band playing at your house or whatever it's going to be, it's got to make people pay attention. It's got to be more than just another one of 5,000 ads. So have a think about what is the receiver, the person seeing this advert, what's the thing that's going to make them stop and go, ooh, that's interesting. What's the word? Is it 20% off? Is it buy one, get one free? Is it free giveaway? Is it something else? Something that's going to cut through the noise of those 5,000 adverts. Tip number 10, test and monitor these ads. You can't just whack a tenner in for 24 hours and then make a decision that it doesn't work. You are going to have to test and experiment with these ads to find out what's working. And so that means the creative. You're going to have to test the creative and the picture and the style of video and the text that you're using and the call to action and the landing page. These need to be tested again and again to figure out what works and what doesn't, because the advertising process works, but what you're doing within that is all on you.